A 550 GSM tarp can still fail in service if weak edges, poor tensioning, or unsuitable seams concentrate the load. Material weight is useful, but it does not prove tier strength, puncture resistance, seam integrity, or service life. Reliable selection begins by treating the cover as a complete construction system. Read the specification stack in sequence: weight, base fabric, laminate structure, width, surface treatment, seams, and fastening. The 550 GSM designation describes approximate mass per square meter. It indicates general material class, handling effort, and bulk, but finished performance also depends on yarn, fabric density, coating adhesion, reinforcement, and the way the cover is loaded. A 500D by 500D base fabric with a density of 18 by 17 threads per square inch describes the reinforcement framework beneath the PVC layers. Those figures become meaningful only when considered with coating integrity and evidence for tensile, tear, adhesion, and seam performance. Cutting, welding, folding, and repeated tension can expose weaknesses that a base fabric specification alone cannot reveal. Application changes the interpretation. A truck cover faces movement, vibration, wind pressure, abrasion, repeated rolling, and frequent loading operations. An equipment cover may remain stationary for months while enduring rain, dust, sharp corners, compression, and occasional handling near machinery. The same material construction can therefore perform very differently across these conditions. Dimensions also shape performance. A maximum material width of 5.1 meters may reduce the number of seams in a large cover, but width affects roll direction, cutting loss, wind load distribution, and drainage. Finished drawings should include hem allowances, overlaps, corner shaping, reinforcement zones, and fastening clearances. Nominal equipment or cargo dimensions are not enough. For moving vehicles, the cover must maintain tension without allowing the edges or fastening points to fail. Procurement teams should define where abrasion occurs, how often the cover is removed, and whether it will be rolled, folded, or stored on a frame. These factors determine the need for webbing, reinforced corners, heavier hems, or a revised seam layout. The tarp protects the cargo from exposure. It does not replace the load restraint system. Stationary equipment creates different risks. Failures commonly begin at sharp contact points or where poor drainage allows water to pool. The design should account for the asset's shape, operator access, lifting method, and wind anchoring. A waterproof panel can still create a damaging load when it lacks slope, support, or a defined drainage path. Weather claims require equally careful review. A stated working range of approximately -35 to 70 degrees Celsius should not be combined with separate cold test references into a broader promise. Buyers need to confirm the tested formulation, exposure duration, post-test flexibility, and whether the result applies to raw material or the finished cover. UV claims should identify the method, duration, acceptance criteria, and tested construction. Flame retardant labels also require product-specific evidence. B1 and NFPA 701 are not interchangeable designations, and a fabric result may not cover seams, eyelets, thread, printing, or other finished components. The exact supplied assembly must be checked against the applicable site, venue, and local requirements. Ultimately, hems, seams, eyelets, webbing, patches, and fastening geometry determine how loads travel through the cover. Tension should be distributed instead of concentrated at isolated holes. Repair material, replacement hardware, cleaning instructions, dry storage, and routine inspection should also be defined before purchase. A defensible order specifies finished dimensions, fabric construction, tolerances, surface requirements, seams, reinforcements, fastening, testing, packing, inspection, and acceptance criteria. Approving a sample before production and recording batch identification and corrective action procedures help ensure that the construction evaluated is the construction delivered. The strongest choice is not simply the heaviest tarp. It is the finished cover whose material, geometry, evidence, installation, and maintenance plan match the real operating load.